jersey. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jets.
Yeah, Newton's on the Jets there.
And the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, we're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
They did bad last week. They allowed the Bills to score 64. The Bills scored 64 points. What an opening. Seahawks lost that against the Rams 20-7.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led on by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Coon, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Newton. It's only fitting he's a Jet quarterback.
And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. first down. Newton. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Newton now to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drive it. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13. Down there, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
The Jets have Zerline.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. Tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
Baby. Oh, damn.
See, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air.
The Jets.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Jets may pull an upset.
Now following the interception, here's Newton being chased out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Now Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on second down, Newton. Open man here is Gentry. And now lined up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. The quick slide caught. Well, the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And this will be caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they took the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
We will be coming right back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return.
Oh! You got to be kidding me.
These guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing
Oh
team
my
recover.
gosh.
You felt
Really?
his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of
The
the ball. All the
Jets.
things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Newton to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a
There you go,
traffic
that
jam,
makes
it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type
One
of a missed
touchdown,
throw, or maybe the ball's
69
tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Happens for no reason. Can't keep happening.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Carter, first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So we hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here, let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now he'll throw deep left side. They've got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamar Chase, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is down deep in the Seattle territory. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Newton. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Important extra point up and through. They'll make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing
Jets
to
have
risk
had a
another
good D in
fumble.
this
They'll
one.
sit on this one. It's a touchback. So all eyes on the Seahawks offense. Down 21-17. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
What was that?
He clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
We have a huge upset on
And
it.
they'll get him down right around the 25,
Seattle.
actually the 26 officially.
huge
So a net gain of 1 there.
Worst team being one of the best teams.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount was his opportunity.
He picked it again.
To those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right? Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Burrow. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Coup for the extra point.
Oh,
And it's no good. But a could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good.
Look at that one. Big upset right here.
A penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Newton to throw. For the right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Newton's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Wow.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
We have an upset.
Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was
big
not
upset.
enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight.
A huge upset here in MetLife.
They were really good.
And
they were not going to be
I was
pushed
playing
around.
with my friends that are Seahawks fans.
They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
A huge upset for one of the best teams
for the
losing
Jets,
to the
they
Jets.
get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Alright, Seattle, San Fran. Let's hope they can do it. Bye, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.